Hey guys, thought better make a video. It's been a while since I did this. Uh, been a little bit unmotivated to do anything around crypto, just the way the market is. It doesn't instill a lot of confidence, and I don't know about you guys, but I've seen my portfolio pretty much being cut in half, which it sucks. There's no way around that. Um, has anything really changed to make me lose confidence in Bitcoin? The reality is no. All of the fundamentals are exactly the same as what they were when I first got into Bitcoin. The fact that it's still going to become more mainstream than ever is still on the cards. The fact that it offers a alternative to fiat currencies, which are struggling all around the world. We're so exposed to the US dollar here in Australia that whatever happens there will eventually happen here. America has printed itself into mass inflation. Even the numbers that they recognise as their inflation rate, which are hugely underestimated, are still extraordinarily high for any financial institution. So where do you put your money? How do you keep your money, essentially? Inflation's just a way of a government taxing its citizens without raising taxes. So you can stay in that and try and earn your way out of inflation, or invest just to stay on top of inflation, which, if you had to invest in property before COVID, then you'd be laughing. Good luck with that. But now trying to get into the property market's borderline impossible. Well, you're just paying ridiculous prices, which is fine. But for me, I'm still on the crypto train. Nothing's changed at the end of the day. When you look at things in a short-term manner, it's easy to get disheartened. You say you had a bought high, and say you bought at 60,000 US for Bitcoin, for instance, and now today it's at like 29 or 30,000. You got half of what you invested sitting there. That sucks. And if you sold right now, you would lose 50% of your investment. Should you be upset? Well, not really. And the reason I say that is you should be looking at it with a longer outlook. So 3 to 6 months on anything as an investment is a joke. You just don't. It's just gambling. When you start looking at things as a 3 to 5 year plan, then it suddenly makes a whole lot more sense. You ask anyone who invests in shares, invests in property, they don't talk about months, they talk about years. And if you have a long-term outlook on this, you won't get upset by the market fluctuations like it's getting now. And the reason it's getting smashed is because the S&P 500 is getting smashed, and a lot of people who trade on that also are big traders in Bitcoin, and that affects the market. Any sign of fear, they're all trying to get in before each other and sell, so when it drops, they can buy again. It's no secret that Bitcoin is exposed to massive manipulation, mainly because it's only a small market. And when I say small, it's nearly $2 trillion, but it's still manipulable by big players. And it's there's a lot of shenanigans that go on with it, especially because it is unregulated. The unregulated thing is sort of, it's good and it's bad. For Bitcoin to be what it is, it needs to be unregulated. As soon as you have a external party come into it and say, no, you can't do this on Bitcoin, or no, you can't do that on Bitcoin, then you've pretty much just got rid of any decentralization that you had. The whole idea with cryptocurrencies is to be separate from your government, so your government doesn't have control of your money, which they shouldn't. Why should they have a say in what you can and can't do with your money. If you're a criminal, sure, go for it, take it off and do whatever. If you're just a normal working person who's earned your money and you want to invest it somewhere, you want to put it somewhere because you can see where things are going, say you live in a country where inflation is going out of control, say United States, and you want to protect yourself from that, well, then you need to get your money on a different path than where the US dollar is going. So you look at other things like, say, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, which are all doing kind of shit. So at the end of the day, you're in trouble anyway. But that's where it comes back to your 3 to 5 year plan. I'll show you something really quickly. Just give us a second to bring this up. I'm still working off my laptop, if you can't tell, so it's all kind of shit. Alright, now we're looking at a... wrong one. Here we go. This is Bitcoin on a daily chart. And you can see pretty much from back here in November, when we hit our high of like nearly $70,000, we've pretty much just been getting smashed. So we hit 70 grand, and then there was some huge sell-offs. And for whatever reason, it's come down. Now, a hell of a lot's just manipulation. What you will, if you do a little bit of digging, you'll find that your key players like Grayscale and MicroStrategy have been buying the entire time. So they don't care that the price is coming down. They've already got hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin in their coffers, and they're still buying more. It's pretty easy to look at this as it's coming down here and get upset. Like it sucks balls. We're having a bit of a rally today, but who knows what it'll do tomorrow. When you're looking at each one of these candles and you're emotionally attached to what each one of these is doing, you're going to have a very hard time maintaining your investment. And it takes somebody who's got a big pair not to sell in something that they, at the end of the day, believe in. It's easy to go, oh shit, it's all going to hell, I'm getting off, and sell. And you know what happens the day after you sell? It goes straight back up. It's just how it is. How to get around looking at a chart like this and getting upset is you go from a daily chart, which is this little icon here. You probably can't see it. I'll move that over there. There's a little daily icon just there. You change that to weekly, which I've already done on this one, and what do you know, that's in the way again. Alright, so I'll move that over there. You look at it on a weekly scale and you're like, alright, we're still doing pretty good. Literally, our top was what, about 15 weeks ago? That's not bad. You go back, where are we at? Okay, this is June 2020. So really not that long ago. And we were at 4,800. So if you had a bought in June, you're up, what, 6x? So 600% on your investment. And that's at 30 grand, but we're all upset that we're at 30 grand. That's less than 2 years ago. By a month. No, we'll say 2 years ago. You look at it a bit closer, wrong way, and we're still in a green Bollinger Band, which means we're still in an uptrend. It takes a load off your shoulders when you look at a chart like this. And by looking at a chart like this, if you check it tomorrow and you check it the day after, it's going to look exactly the same. You check it in 6 weeks' time, you're going to see some movement. So, check it in 6 weeks' time. Don't check it every day. Don't do what I'd normally do and check it every day. Well, try not to anymore, but it's a hell of a lot easier not to check it when it's doing really crap. When it's doing really good, then you check it every day because get addicted. That's not positive either. Alright, so what should you get out of this video? I'll change it back to full screen. There we go. You should maintain confidence, is all I'm saying. Remember your 3 to 5 year plan. Remember that you want to make some decent money. You're not here to make 10, 20%. You're here to make 200, 300%. Is Bitcoin the way to do it? Sure. It's good to have a little bit of Bitcoin. It's good to have some other stuff as well. But if you do your homework, invest in projects that are going to be around in 3 to 5 years, then you got nothing to worry about. And one thing we haven't really talked about yet is the opportunity that we have right now. And this comes back to probably the last video I did, I think. DCA, so dollar cost averaging, which means, for instance, you buy $200 a week, every week, for the next 5 years. What happens if the market goes down? Well, you just get more of whatever you're buying. So you get, instead of getting 0.001 Bitcoin, now you're getting 0.002 Bitcoin. So when it does come back to $60,000 or $70,000 or $100,000, all of a sudden you've got a shitload more than what you started with. It's easiest way to look at this is it's an accumulation phase. So accumulation means you just want to get as much of it as you can. You just keep buying at a regular interval. Not so much that you're putting yourself out, but you know, your $50, $100, $200, whatever is affordable to you. You do that every week. You don't look at the price. You just buy that $50, $100, whatever, and as it continues to go up or down, it's positive. If it goes down, you get more of it. If it goes up, then your capital goes up. So there is no negative in dollar cost averaging into something that's a good investment. And as I keep saying, the fundamentals of Bitcoin haven't changed. Whatever you think of Bitcoin or whatever other project is your own prerogative, but find something. For me, it's crypto. Hopefully it is for you too, that you can do a bit of research into and be confident that it's going to be here in 5 years. Because I guarantee in 5 years, it's not going to be worth $30,000. It'll be worth a lot more. You look 5 years ago on Bitcoin, where were we at? We're at like $3,000. So that's a 10x on where we are now. And is it going to be 10x from now till in 5 years' time? I reckon it will be. Does it matter what I reckon? No. Do your own friggin' homework and go, okay, this is why I think it's going to be as big as it's going to be. One of the reasons why I think it's going to be that big is because the fact you can't print any more Bitcoin. There is only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. A lot of those Bitcoin have already been lost. Like 5 million of it is locked up in wallets that can't be opened. So there's no problem like you have with the US dollar. You don't have inflation. There's no Bitcoin inflation. It becomes a scarcity once everybody starts buying it, and then the value goes up. So supply and demand economics will come into play. But I hope you guys got something out of this video. All I can say is if you did buy high and it's half of what you paid, or your investment is looking like it's half of what you put in initially, don't worry about it. Just play the long game. If you weren't going, like, if I sold right now, yeah, I'd lose money a lot. Did I plan on selling in, what are we in? Not quite June of 2022, no. I plan on selling in 2025 at a minimum. And am I even going to sell then? Well, probably not. I'll just draw a wage from my interest that I'm earning on it. And you can live quite comfortably. Even up until now, I'm still averaging $300 a day from just returns. So even in a period of loss, I've been able to gear it so that I'm still making money. Is my overall capital come down? Yeah, it has. But that money that I'm making, let's say that $300 a day, that goes straight back into crypto. I don't take that out. That gets reinvested straight away. So in 6 months' time or 12 months' time, when Bitcoin's worth double what it is now, my 300 or whatever I'm earning a day, that's now $600. So for this whole period where it's been down, I've still earned $600 a day, or 900 or 1200 or 2000 a day. It doesn't matter because I'm not converting it back to fiat currency. I'm keeping it as a crypto in whatever project that I believe in. And a lot of those are what I'm earning from my staking goes straight back into those staking projects. So say I've got $10,000 of that item that I'm earning 40% off, which isn't even that great. So I'm getting $4,000 back a year. I'm straight away putting that $4,000 straight back into that crypto. So now that's $14,000. So the next year I'm earning, my maths is really bad right now, I'm earning $6,000 for instance. So it keeps going up and up and up. That's the whole idea. If you don't pull out of a project and you keep reinvesting, even though the value of that project might be down, when it comes back up, that's when you're really going to make money. Now is the time that people make money. People don't make money when a market is at its all-time high. You make the money when the market's at an all-time low. You don't make it that day. You make it 6 months, 12 months later, 2 years later, 3 years later. That's when people really make money. You want to make a couple of $1,000, who gives a shit? You want to make $100,000, you want to make $200,000, you want to make millions of dollars. You have to be patient. There's no get rich quick bullshit here. So yeah, send us a message, tell us what you think. Hopefully you're still in the Bitcoin crypto game. Yeah, all I'm saying is just don't lose confidence. Even if it goes down to $5,000, just keep buying. It'll come back, and it's hard. It sucks dick. There's no easy way of continuing to invest in something that's worth fuck all. But when it does come back, as all markets do come back, they don't go up and then down and stop. They go up and down and up and down and up and down. When the market comes back up, the hard money that you put in there that you could have spent on other shit like new tyres for your car or a pair of sunglasses or whatever, that money will actually be worth something, and it'll be worth enough to make a difference to the way that you go ahead in the future. Alright, that's enough pep talk from me. Yeah, if you got any questions, just send us a message or comment on the video or do something. But yeah, I'll talk to you later.